All right, we are live, just like that. What's going on, folks? It is a very early morning right now. If this, hey, there we are. If this doesn't tell you how much of a weirdo I am for Formula One, I don't know what is. What's going on with you all, guys? Oh, 3:30 a.m. here in Toronto. This is going to be a great qualifying session. It's going to be very, very interesting to see where things stack up after practice one. Now, what happened in practice one? Well, let's have a look. There's only one thing I want to show you guys, which is Sir George, mate. That's it. George Russell. Look at that. This guy's just gone. George has just gone P1 by a fair bit as well. I think he was half a second off Kimi. So it's going to be fascinating how much advantage George is going to have. But yeah, a couple of other big things that happened. One of them was Carlos Sainz had some technical issues again, which sort of curtailed his running. He went out, I think, in a 1 hour session. He came out around when it was 35 minutes in already. Arvid Lindblad had some mechanical issue as well, which forced him to stop in the middle of the track, probably around like halfway through. So, yeah, not ideal. Maybe a little bit earlier as well. But yeah, so lots going on. A lot of jeopardy, but peak Alpine comedy as well. Look at that. Oh, Colapinto just like shut down as soon as he entered. There was like a bit of an issue, and then he comes in. All his mechanics just ran in, and they decided, and then Colapinto just got it going again. So, but yeah. And speaking of Cadillac, I actually managed to get my hands on this guy. Oh, not that. Their merch, finally. This is the Tommy Hilfiger. Obviously, it's a Tommy Hilfiger hat. And it actually is a Hilfiger hat. It's not like... Remember when Mercedes were with Hilfiger for a bit? But Stitched used to make their merchandise and not Tommy Hilfiger? Well, this is different. This is Cadillac Formula One team and actually Tommy Hilfiger producing their merch as well, which I think is pretty clean. And do you know what? No sponsors and whatnot, which is fine. And this is obviously Bottas's driver's hat, but the material is pretty high end. So very happy the way it's turned out. And yeah, I think just being in North America, I thought, why not check it out? I'm probably going to do a review on this as well, because I love doing a lot of the merch stuff. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But yeah, going to be repping my boy Valtteri today. And here he is. Let's see. There you go. Same. Oh, no, I'm not showing my screen, am I? LOL. Yep, same hat. There you go. But yeah, we've got 5 minutes to go. And this is where we kind of stand, really. Russell topped with Sainz and Lindblad having some issues. And it's going to be... Yeah, there's a lot online. The Ferraris looked rapid, but not as rapid as the Mercedes. So Ferraris were rapid. I think a class apart from Mercedes, followed by Audi looked good. Red Bull, not quite there, surprisingly. They were... Where did they finish? Red Bull finished pretty fairly low, I think it was. Yeah. Check this out. Verstappen was P8, Hadjar P13. So something clearly isn't working for Red Bull just yet. And I would love to see how this changes in, obviously, sprint qualifying. And that's the jeopardy, right? You only have one practice session, and then off you go into sprint quali. And then you get into the sprint race, and then you have qualifying for the main Grand Prix, and then the main Grand Prix. So Yeah, Audi is looking pretty decent, but yeah, you have Mercedes, McLaren, Ferrari. Ollie Behrman came out pretty good, and then after that is pretty much, it's very interesting to see what's going to happen in terms of who. Yeah, Liam Lawson was alright. The Williams just not looking good, man. Williams is really struggling. It's yeah, they're pretty downbeat right now, I have to say. What happened here? But yeah, so okay, here we go. We are starting quali now, pretty much. So I am. Oh, there we go. Why does it keep changing? I'm just gonna keep this mode on. We're gonna be doing it in this view, because if I bring up the timing sheet, then what happens is it actually becomes a bit of an issue, because the timing, the telecast is delayed by literally like 40 seconds, always. And what ends up happening is I see the result on here on the timing screens, and not the actual telecast, and then it kind of just spoils it. And there goes my reaction, pretty much, right? So I'm just gonna do this. We're gonna talk about it, and yeah, I'm gonna get. Have I kept the chat open? I'm pretty sure I have. Let me just have a look. Yeah, chat's open as well. We are good to go, and my headphones are causing an absolute nightmare right now. Why is it so tangled up? But yeah, Cadillac Formula 1 merch. Who would have thought? Who would have thought we'd be wearing Cadillac Formula 1 merch? Wild. Absolutely wild. Oh, that is not the one. Oh, Jesus. What? Where is my... Alright, here we are. China. Sprint. Sprint quali. If there's going to be any jeopardy, it's going to be in this session. Purely because we don't know. Everyone's just had 1 hour. Track temp is only 29 degrees, and it's 16 degrees out there. 16 degrees is nothing. It is so cold. I think the coldest they can run, from what I remember from the Pirelli regs, is the lowest they can go is 8 degrees. And 8 degrees is like, yeah, as low as it gets. And in the morning, when they just went out, it was actually, when F1 Academy went out, it was 8 degrees, and the track temp was like 23 or 20. Alright, we got DC in the comment box with Alex Jakes. Maybe I'll be commenting one day. No, I'm joking. That's just me upping. But here's the thing with sprint, right? Every point counts. So we need to make sure, the drivers need to make sure that this is actually going to be, yeah, whoever wins gets the points. It's just going to really help in the championship. Oh, the McLaren they've gone with their MasterCard livery. They did this last year as well. That's interesting. All right, Ollie Behrman. Behrman finished P. What was it? P. I think it was like P7 or P8. Where is it? Where did he finish? Okay, what's going on here now? Wins drop. George Russell's helmet for this weekend is stunning. Oh my god. Is that Bottas? Yeah, it's Bottas. Cheeky Bottas. Okay, so we've got 12 minutes to eliminate the first 6 people. SQ2 will be 10 minutes, and then SQ3 8 minutes. 6 cars being knocked out in SQ1 and SQ2. And then the top 10 go into SQ3 for the pole shootout. Yeah, and even looking at, when you think about the back straight, right? It's actually not that bad. Like the lifts that we were seeing in Melbourne, it's actually not as bad right now. So it's pretty good to see that, and I feel like they're already finding ways to build it and just get better a little bit with it. But off turn 13 into turn 14, that huge back straight, that yeah, there was a lift off. There was a huge lift off, but you felt it was a lot. I felt, at least, it was a lot lower as expected to. Oh wait, what? Sergio Perez? Where's Perez? The car's just sitting without wheels. Is Perez not going out? Huh, they might have had an issue. Oh. Oh, geez, okay. That's not fun. Yeah, look at that back straight. It's so long. So long. Ferrari having issues as well, a little bit, with their new Macarena rear wing, because it takes a little bit longer to sort of flip and flop. It didn't close properly, and that caused Lewis to spin, or it didn't close fast enough. All right, Hadjar into turn 3, into 4. Going into 5. Into 6. Many people locked up into 6. Going into big turn 7. Swooping right. Left. Oh, there's a lift. Not. A lot of understeer. Purple sector 2, but then Max is probably going to just eclipse that. Gets into turn 12, into turn 13 now. This is where you just want to get that. The front left is just screaming at this point. Okay, active arrow on. Straight line mode. Whoa! Interesting. Interesting. Okay, here we go. So 130, 134.4, and then Max is just about to cross the line. Bottas 149.3, Max 134.5. What? Fair play, Zach. Alright, Leclerc purple 1. Oh, hello. Fuel system issue for Sergio Perez. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, Hamilton's gone purple sector 2. Piastri's getting into his first lap. Stroll goes P3. Oh, but no one else put in time. Lawson goes 3. Okay. Leclerc gets into turn 14. Into 15. Oh, mate, he's fighting that thing. Swoops left. Goes straight. Yep. 2/10 up on Hadjar. Hamilton's just behind him. Whoa, that's so close. Hamilton far. Half a second, Lewis. Ooh, hello. Okay, Lewis. Okay, Lewis. I see what you're doing, mate. But, again, this is just SQ1. Russell Antonelli have not put in times. Oh, mate. So early right now. Crikey. Let's How does this look? Not that well, does it? Alright, so Piastri. That McLaren looks very plain this weekend, doesn't it? With the sponsors. Is it just... Yeah, they're like the rear wing. What's missing? Is it OKX? What's happened to OKX? Or is this just a MasterCard weekend? Because OKX, Velo... Maybe they're not allowed in China. I think that might be a reason. Okay, Piastri's 900s away from Lewis Hamilton's benchmark. Norris is hanging up. Norris is a 10th down. Okay, Piastri down. Whoa, that guy's... Oh, there's so much bottoming in it for Piastri throughout both McLarens actually, even in practice 1. Oh wow, okay, 800s away from Hamilton. Hamilton's lap was banging, but he got such a big slipstream from, I think it was an Alpine in front of him. Norris goes P2. Okay. Who's in danger? Bottom 6. Antonelli goes 2/10 up. Yeah, okay. Russell goes up top by 4/10 of a second. Jesus Christ, George. What are you having for breakfast at this point, mate? Okay, Verstappen comes through. 7th. Ooh. So, I predicted the podium this weekend after the final race to be Russell, Lewis, Max. Okay, Leclerc comes through. But Red Bull right now are just looking weak. Oh, excuse me. Don't know why. What's going on? Why? There has to be something else. Okay, Williams are coming out so late. Why are they doing limited running? Oi, twitchy. Very twitchy. Very twitchy. Jesus. Leclerc goes P2. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. Sainz goes 15th. Okay. Albon goes 17. Lindblad is 16. Liam Lawson's number 10 right now. Who's in trouble? Who's in trouble? Albon, Colapinto, Stroll, Alonso, Bottas, Perez. Perez is out already. He has a fuel issue. Audi's had a great start to the year. The shifts are terrible. Ooh. Here we go. 2 minutes to go. This is it. This is where it becomes fascinating. So, well, Perez is out. Stroll's out. Alonso's going to be out. Those 3 are confirmed. My assumption would be Bottas is also going to go out. And then you have 2 more left. So Albon and Colapinto, it's between them. There was an issue with Bortoleto. What happened here? Oh! The back end just snapped. Holy brother. Blimey. That was a handful. Right, Hadjar, P11 right now. Not in trouble, but not where you want to be. Not where you want to be. Okay, here we go. comes through. Hadjar, like, it's been so impressive for Hadjar to be this close to Verstappen. He had a banging weekend in Australia up until the race where he didn't finish and had like the engine just popped off. But nonetheless, very, very good. Okay, here we go. Hadjar goes through, still stays 11. What is going on with the Red Bulls? Right. Why is this happening? Okay, Ocon, who's a bit under the pump right now. Ocon goes to P8. Good lap from Ocon. Good lap. He needs that. Oh, who's gone off? Lawson P9. Good lap. Where's Ollie Behrman? Okay, Lindblad comes through. Lindblad P13. Awesome job. Awesome job. Okay, Gasly come. 3, 2, 1. That's it for the time. Folks who are coming through. P7. Gasly. Wow. Right. Colapinto. Oh, Sainz is dancing around. Colapinto goes P15. Okay, can Sainz do it? Can he do it? Can he? No! Sainz is out. Sainz is out. Oh my god. Okay, Ollie. Oh! Behrman had the same thing as Bortoletto. Into 10-16. Crikey, man. This is... Okay. Alex Albon. He just crossed the line. Oh, he's out. He's out. Williams P17 and P18. Bro. What? Williams, Aston, Cadillac. So, my hat. Sad things. But kind of expected, right? What's Verstappen's radio? Can you double check the drivability is horrendous? Something's off. Let's hear. Oof. It sounds like as if you're playing F1 2012. Where the back end just like, oh, he just saved it. Hey, Audi, mate. Doing alright. Alright. Okay. So, let's check this out real quick. The Williams pair, the Aston pair, and the Cadillac pair. They are all out right now. Sainz, Albon, Alonso, Stroll, Bottas, and Perez are the 6 drivers eliminated. 4 of them was kind of expected. So now, SQ2 is going to become even more interesting because... Oh, yeah. Woof. Alright, Cadillac Formula 1. Wild to see Cadillac Formula 1, but... yeah, it's going to take some time. Bottas was 2.7 seconds off. Yeah. Cadillac, yeah, it's going to be... oh, Albon and Sainz. I just feel for... Phew. Yeah, just so sad, man. Like, how do you expect... How has Williams gone from last year to this year? Do you know what I mean? Oh, it's just so tough, mate. So tough. And then Carlos. Turns out Carlos had a great offer from Audi, and his dad wanted Carlos to actually sign with Audi because his dad believed Audi would have a better package than Williams this year. Obviously, at that point, it was very hard to determine that, right? Because Williams were sort of on this upward trajectory in 2024, and James Vowles is such a good salesman. But very sad that, yeah, just very sad to see that it hasn't panned out the way we would have wanted. But you never know. This is just race 2 out of 24, right? So we still have 22 race weekends after this. So hopefully it might somehow just I don't know how they're gonna do it, but they really need to figure out, because I think otherwise Sainz is gonna go shopping. Sainz is gonna be out there, and you look at teams like, oh wow, what the heck? McLaren's bottoming so much that the front wing is bottoming. How does that work? Because in the previous generation of cars, the front wing was slightly elevated compared to the floor. But this year's, you obviously have the rake, right? I have a model, but it's somewhere there. But because of the rake, and the lower end of the front wing is actually a lot lower this time than those cars. So, which I prefer this. But again, these were the fastest cars in Formula 1 history. So, do miss them. It was sad to see in 2022 we were like, oh, these regulations are so bad or whatever, the bottoming and this and that. And we were like, oh, the 2020 cars was like the fastest and whatever. And then we came to love these regulations, right? And these cars they were big, they were fat, but they were fast. Like cornering speeds with these were absolutely insane. So I would love to see the 2026, the newer generation cars slowly develop and become, essentially the pinnacle of motorsport, right? Of what Formula 1 is. And yeah, it's going to take a few races to get to that point. But if you're joining right now, welcome guys. My name is Sachin, and I am currently awake at 3:49 a.m. here in Toronto, which just shows you how much of a sicko I am for Formula 1. Okay, here we go. SQ2 is about to start, and we've just had SQ1 finish for sprint qualifying. We've had the Williams pair out, the Aston Martin pair out, and the Cadillac pair out. So this, Bottas as well, especially. But now SQ2 has just started. We have 10 minutes, and the bottom 6 from this session will be eliminated. And yeah, then we're going to have SQ3, the pole shootout for tomorrow's sprint race. Drivers who look a little bit in trouble, or surprises, shall we say. Red Bull look a little bit, it's a bit of a mystery. The drivability for both cars has not been the best. They're struggling with the drivability. That's been the feedback from both drivers. The McLarens have found some pace today. They look a bit odd because they look very sponsor-less, giving me like 2018 vibes a bit. But I think like OKX and Velo and those kind of brands are not allowed in China, which is why they're doing that. That's my assumption anyway. And they've been bottoming a lot. Audi's had a good day so far, again. This is going to be interesting now. I think one driver guaranteed who I know is going to go out in this session is, Colapinto. Colapinto is just, yeah, he's not at the same level as Pierre Gasly. He's really, like, I don't know why. When Colapinto came to the sport, it was such a huge hype and it was awesome. But for some weird reason, it's just not clicking. Like, he needs to deliver results. I don't know how much Briatore is going to persist. Anyway, okay. With Lando... Is that Lando? That's Piastri. We're with Piastri now. Right, here we go. Piastri into turn 5, comes into turn 6. 28.1. That's a decent sector on a medium tyre. Now we get into 7. The long left-hander. Into 8. Now he comes into 9. Is he on a push lap? Oh no, it has to be, yeah. Yeah, why is he braking so early? See, this is one of the things in this with this generation. I don't know if anyone's on a push lap or not. There you go. They're off it. There you go. But it's so confusing because if they lift off and the engine, if they don't push it sounds the same thing. It sounds the same. So yeah, there you go. They're just warming up. So much bottoming, man. Oh my god. Okay, Ollie Behrman is going to complete the first laps. Pierre Gasly. Oh, wow. He's dipped in 133.999. Pierre Gasly. Okay, mate. What do we got? What do you got from Pierre? Okay. 133.5. Good. Nice to see Gasly do that. He's going to put a lot of pressure on Colapinto now. Leclerc purple sector 1. Oh, mamma mia. If I have a coffee, I want to go to bed. Oh, Leclerc is 5/10 up on Gasly. Verstappen gets a 133.5. 7 thousandths up on Gasly. Red Bull struggling today. What is going on? And then Hadjar's 500ths up. Sorry, down on Verstappen, which is very good for Red Bull just in general in terms of like inter-team battle. Okay, Leclerc is probably going to put a 130... I don't know, 132.89? 132.6. No, never mind. 9/10. Wow, nearly a second, man. Okay, Hamilton behind Leclerc. He's going to go P2. Yeah, P2, but still half a second down on Leclerc, Hamilton. Nico Hülkenberg with the Audi P6. Nice. Right, here we go. Piastri comes through. Piastri goes P2. Half a second down on Leclerc. Norris is probably going to slide in. Yep, P3. Oh, wow. 200s between them. Kimi Antonelli goes fastest. 300s clear of Charles. And Russell will probably go... Yep. 3/10 up on Antonelli. Russell is... Yeah, nah. Russell's rapid. Oh, Behrman just dipped his right front and rear upon the exit of turn 16. Whoa! Impeding. Would that be impeding? I don't know. Yeah, that's going to go to the stewards. Might go to the stewards, that. Yeah, Hadja. Hadja's a little bit on the edge. I don't know if there's anyone. So, elimination zone right now. We have Esteban Ocon, Bortoleto, Liam Lawson, Ollie Behrman, Lindblad, and Colapinto. So, Gasly and Colapinto, look at that delta, man. 1.2 seconds. Jesus. How can you be 1.2 seconds slower than your teammate? Given this is Colapinto's first time racing in China, maybe it's that. But even then, I don't think it should be. Yeah, I don't know if it's good enough reason for a driver in Formula One to have that as an excuse. Like you want to adapt, right? Oh yeah, there you go. Race control have noted impeding. I think that's he's gonna get something. Okay, Hadjar goes P9, still P9. What is going on with the Red Bulls? Okay, we got just under 2 minutes now. So 9th and 10th, okay. Ocon, Bortoleto, and Behrman could do something. Maybe even Lawson. He's been in that top, 10, 12. Bortoleto could do something. Ollie Behrman definitely is not P14 material. He's got that horse has got pace. Okay, Hamilton's P6. He should be okay. Where does he go? P4 for Lewis Hamilton. So Mercedes, Ferrari, McLaren, McLaren. Russell, Antonelli, Leclerc, Hamilton, Piastri, Norris are your top 6. Okay. So elimination zone. Piastri goes P4 then. Pushes Hamilton to P5. Okay. Where are all the elimination guys? Alright, here we go. Antonelli comes through. Stays P2. Alright, Bortoleto. This is the big one. Bortoleto is just rounding off turn 16. Here he comes. Where is he? Stays P12. Ollie Behrman goes P7. Beauty. What a lap. Got a lot of toe from Bortoleto. That's awesome. Okay, Lawson and Lindblad are the ones who might... Why are Red Bulls P9 and P10? Whoa. What the heck? Oh, crikey. Verstappen's just given a toe to Lawson. Oh my god. Hadjar's gonna go out, I reckon. No, Lawson P13. So Ocon. What's Ocon got? Verstappen, they're finished. Oh, can Ocon do it? No, Ocon P12. That would have been such a great real moment. Oh my god, Hulkenberg. How are the Red Bulls 0.002 of a second quicker than Audi? That's why. Verstappen went through the gravel, that's why. Yeah, that's odd though. Oof. Ay. That was nasty. That was a bit messy, that, for Red Bull. P9 and P10. What is going on? Hulkenberg, Esteban Ocon, Liam Lawson, Gabriel Bortoleto, Arvid Lindblad, and Franco Colapinto. Gasly is in SQ3 now, but Colapinto is P16. I don't know if it's first time for Colapinto, but it's the first time for Arvid Lindblad as well. So I don't think that's enough of an excuse, right? Yeah, no, definitely not. But Ollie Behrman, man. Esteban Ocon got knocked out by, 2,000. Oh no, 200ths of a second. Jesus Christ. 200ths, man. Both Audis are out. But good, though, from... yeah, that's kind of what you expect. This is going to be tight, man. Like, already a couple of surprises in there. I thought the V-Carbs had a bit more pace, but Ollie Behrman, man. Ollie Behrman coming through. Red Bull's struggling. Red Bull are not... Something's not right with that Red Bull. So I feel like there's something wrong with the powertrain. Is it the hybrid element? Is it the... I don't know. Like, it could be the hybrid element. It could be just the powertrain. Because it's a brand new engine, right? In tandem with Ford. So a little bit difficult. I have to say. It's not been... Yeah, okay. Max is... Is it Max? Oh no, that's Hadjar. Off the weighbridge. The car's just stopped. So what's happened here? What is going on? Jeez. Yeah, no, this is not looking good for Red Bull. But yeah, Red Bull not looking good at all right now. Something, I don't know what's going on. It's not clicking for Red Bull. I want to understand a little bit deeper. Okay. Let's have a look at... There you go. That was 17 minutes ago. Yeah, George wanted to be teammates with Max. Okay, SQ1. Give me SQ2. Let's bring it up. Let's flash it up. Yeah, the drivability was an issue. Yeah, look at that was the impeding. Oh, no sound. Look at that. Norris just going straight in and then boom. Straight on the apex. I think, yeah, that's probably a slam dunk. This was last year's pole lap. Look at that. Look how hooked that car is straight away. Look at the steering wheel. Slight tweaks, slight corrections, but just planted all the way through. And then look at how he goes into turn 5. And then into 6 now. And then when it comes to this turn now, coming into 7, this long left-hander, it used to be flat. Like, look at that. He's just 7th gear, and then downshifts to 6, and then 5, and then 4, and then 3. Look at that. Absolutely insane how fast they were. Then you go into 12, over there, turn 12, into turn 13, your left tire, left front is screaming at this point, and then down the back straight into turn 14, and this is where DRS open. I miss the DRS so much. And then your engine's full power, and then boom, boom, brake, 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 and your head's just about to just, get whiplashed. And yeah, you get into turn 15, and then here you come into 16, Fling it in, and here you complete a lap. 130. Whew. Hamilton, give me a plan, mate. This is just going to be the season. All right. Yeah, this is what happened just now. The Alpine just got in front of Verstappen, and Verstappen just kind of went off. This was pretty funny. Oh, yeah. This was crazy. 2018. Vettel and oh yeah, this was Alguersuari, Jaime Alguersuari, Danny Ricciardo dive bomb on Bottas in 2018. Oh, what a move, man! Right, SQ3 is on. Oh, there we go, and we're back. SQ3, guys. It started. We have 8 minutes. We have 8 minutes to determine who's going to take pole for the first sprint weekend of 2026. Antonelli, again, Russell's probably going to be on pole. The only guy who can beat him or challenge him is Kimi Antonelli, but across the sea, oh wow, like, I can't wait for the races to come to Europe or like towards North America or even the Middle East if it happens. But yeah, oh, Indeed sponsors Red Bull. Damn. Yeah. Kimi Antonelli has been on average 2.5 tenths off Russell the entire weekend so far. Well, the entire weekend being practice one. Okay, Leclerc's here. And Hamilton's out. Yeah, just... I love how we go from 10, 12 into 13 where it's like a bit of a banking. Kind of just slingshot to you. Okay, Kimi Antonelli. That should have started, mate. What is F... there we go. He has got a sprint pole, Antonelli, last year. Okay, Kimi, let's see what you got, mate. Let's hear the onboard. Into turn 6. Harvesting a bit of energy. Okay, turn 7. Not as bad as of a lift. Into 9. Battery's doing its own harvesting. It's pretty solid, actually. Okay, he's coming into turn 11 now. And then the engine just dies, pretty much. Into 12. Looks okay. Looks okay. Keep it. Oh, yeah. Nice. Looks smooth. Looks stable. And you watch the Cadillacs and stuff. They do not look stable at all. Okay. Kimi into turn... Excuse me. Turn 14 into 15. Okay, he's going to fling it into 16. Stick it. Yep. He's going to get a 131.8. Nice. 131.8. Russell goes 131.5. There you go. 2 and a bit tenths. Alright, Verstappen comes through. Oh, no. Yeah, 1.7 seconds off. Russell. Verstappen is 1.7 seconds off Russell. Ferrari's... Leclerc goes 1.2 seconds away from Russell into P3. Hamilton goes... Oh, wow, that's a good lap. Finally, Hamilton's ahead of Leclerc for now. 6 tenths down on Russell. Okay, both McLarens still pending. Interesting. Oh, wow. It was Drift City for Lewis. Good lap though from Lewis. This is the first time in the weekend or in practice one and now that Hamilton's been ahead of Leclerc. Oh my god! I need a un café. A coffee would be great right now. Okay, the McLarens are out on their warm-up laps, but so for those of you who are just joining in, welcome, and yeah, this weekend is pretty much live stream galore. I'll be live streaming. Not, I think tomorrow we have obviously the sprint race, then we have quali, then we have the main race. So I'll be doing all of those, but also I'll be live streaming IndyCar. We have a practice session tomorrow for the Arlington Grand Prix in Texas. I'm not going to be doing practice. I'm just going to be doing quali on Saturday, and then the race on Sunday, which is going to be pretty cool. It's a very interesting looking circuit. So yeah, let's see. Okay, Antonelli's doing a push lap. He's 300ths down in the first sector. This looks good for Antonelli in the first sector. He's there or thereabouts. Russell will try to beat his best, but he's a 10th down. 100th down, actually. Okay, Antonelli comes into turn 11. Flicks it into 12. The long turn 13 now. This is where the tires, if he has tires left, I don't know. Into the long back straight. Verstappen is, what is going on with the Red Bulls? I'm not able to understand. Okay, Antonelli puts the brakes into 14, into 15, and now he's coming into turn 16, the final corner, and he needs to keep it planted. Here we go. 130. Oh, 2 tenths down. 2 tenths down. Russell comes behind him. Drift City. A 10 down on his best time, but he's 131.5. So okay, that's the time to beat. Can Leclerc find something? I don't know. Battery done. Yep, no, a whole 1 second down. P4 for. He's not happy. He's not happy as well, you can tell. So Russell Antonelli right now. Pierre Gasly comes through. Down the back straight. Piastri goes purple sector 1. Gasly coming through. P5! Gasly's going ahead of the Red Bulls. Norris P3. Wow. Alright, Norris comes through. Final sector. Final turn. What's he going to do? Ooh, that looks on the edge. P5. Oi, 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 oi. Hadjar still coming through. What's Hadjar got? P10. Oh, yeah. Whoa, that's messy. George Russell, Antonelli, P1, P2. Norris, P3. Pretty awesome. Good lap from Norris. Hamilton, P4. Beats Leclerc. Piastri, P5. Russell is just he knows. This is a guy who knows. This is a guy who knows he's got a good car underneath him. He's going to be, yeah, there's a very good chance Like this year's championship, as it starts right now, is George's to lose. It's insane. They're so far away from the rest. Look at that helmet, man. George Russell. Beautiful. What a beautiful helmet. Yeah, that's I think that's George's one of George's best helmets. Look at that. I'm telling you, man. George is I'm happy for him, man. All those years at Williams from 2019, 2020, 2021, those 3 seasons where it was just so much pain. And then for him to finally get that seat in the Mercedes in 2022, and and then Mercedes just kind of just flopped for from 22 to 2025, really. Albeit he did get his first win in 2022, right? So that was absolutely awesome. But yeah, 23 was a tough year. 24 was, yeah, tough. 23 Singapore Grand Prix, Russell binned it. Could have gone for the win. 24 he struggled, but again, and then last year was they were okay, but yeah, this year, this is George's year. Oh, it should be on paper. Okay, let's wait to hear from George. Then we'll wrap this up. Hamilton's just looking at Red Bull. Inspector Hamilton. He's just going to be thinking, what the hell, mate? What is going on? Big lap for George. Here we go. It felt really quick. That's interesting. He says it felt quick. So George has been like this advocate for the new regulations, obviously, because it's a faster car, right? It kind of makes sense, but I don't know. I don't quite know. Everyone else is not been a fan of it, so hmm. 7 tenths off from last year. Okay, for new regulations, that kind of makes that's not too bad at all. That's actually pretty fair enough, and that over the next couple of years will drop. Um, yeah, awesome stuff. Okay, let's wrap this up because it is, yeah, a lot of us. Actually, let's just go on Formula One's website, won't it? It's just going to be a lot easier to sort of navigate. All right, here we are. SQ3 Finito. Let me... So yeah, we have George Russell, P1, Antonelli P2, Mercedes lockout, front row again. Norris, Hamilton, Piastri, your top 5. Leclerc was a bit of a, not a great run. Gasly has finished ahead of the Red Bulls. Max Verstappen P8, Ollie Behrman P9, Isaac Hadjar P10. That's your top 10 for tomorrow, and it's going to be a very exciting sprint race tomorrow. Let's just have a look at the schedule real quick, just to expect what to expect. So obviously sprint qualifying done. We're gonna have sprint tomorrow from my time, 11 p.m. to midnight, which I'll be going live for that. That's going to be next. And then qualifying this is going to be, so sprints today for me, tonight. Qualifying is going to be Saturday early morning from 3 to 4 a.m., which I am going to be going live for as well. And then I'll see you for the race as well on Sunday morning. So, yeah, awesome stuff. Really enjoyed that. Good session. Good. It's given us a good idea. I like the sprint format for that very reason. Like Gasly finishing ahead of the Red Bulls. Red Bulls maybe not necessarily dialing enough of themselves, in terms of, Red Bull just not being able to dial in the cars as much as they would have wanted. That gave opportunity for Pierre Gasly to finish ahead of the Red Bulls. Ollie Behrman had a cracking session as well, and then Colapinto missed out. Not ideal. I would have expected more, but George Russell with that beauty of a helmet. He's the guy to beat. So just stay tuned, guys, for all the, what do you call it? All the notifications for the live streaming, for the IndyCar stuff. IndyCar will be on Saturday, not tomorrow. But going to be absolutely, I can't wait for the sprint. It's going to be, I guess, pretty straightforward because there's qualifying afterwards as well. It's just going to be more for points. But quali's going to be interesting to see if Red Bull and stuff would have dialed it back and figured out what was wrong. And then it's going to be awesome for the race. So I'll see you guys, and I'm off to sleep. So toodles.